Hi, my name is Jane. I'm the pastor of Christ Church Trumbull. I've also been an oncology and palliative care chaplain for a little over a decade now. And I wanted to just speak a little bit about the sadness of the coronavirus. This week in particular, and over the last couple of days, and as I woke up to see this beautiful gray morning, I'm really struck by the amount of death that is around us. And over the past 10 years, I've learned a lot from my patients. Many of them who I continue to talk to via phone, even in the midst of the coronavirus, are saying that this is really nothing new for them in many ways. Diagnosed with cancer, sometimes diagnosed and knowing that it's terminal, folks live with that threat that their life will come to an end. They live with that threat of death in a much more real way than most of us do. They also often don't have any immune systems, and so any virus, any large gathering is off limits to them. They've been washing their door handles in their hands. They've been wearing masks for years. And in the midst of all of that, of course, I've heard how people are so afraid. And I've heard lots of questions. It's very normal to have fear. It's very normal to have lots of questions, to have questions about God and to wonder, God, where are you? And in particular, why are you allowing this to happen? And I do believe that God is speaking powerfully at this time. I actually feel like God is going to be giving so much healing that there is going to be an end to this virus, and that even more, there's going to be healing through prayer, through phone calls, then more healing than we can even imagine. I really have that strong sense that God's going to be healing folks and of other illnesses as well. But in the midst, it can be sad, it can be painful, it can be stressful, it can be confusing. And there are these questions. Why would God allow this? Why is this happening? Where is God? And through the decade of doing this work, I have to admit I've had those questions. And as I wrestled with that, and as I've prayed about that, and met with spiritual directors and pastors about that very question, as I've written about it and thought about it, and searched through the Bible to know more about it, I've really come to the place that God speaks to us individually, that God will help you to come to a place of understanding, but not after some time of wrestle and some time of valley. We really can't tell other people how to answer that question for themselves. It's something that God does for us and with us individually. I've also really come to understand that God is a God who is with us. So we have a God who came down to be a part of this messy, broken, suffering world, to suffer temptation and to suffer hunger and to suffer confusion and not knowing what's next. We have a God who found his friend 4 days after he had died and wept in grief over the loss of him. We have a God who knew that suffering was ahead and asked, God, please, can this cup pass me? I want to go through this actually. We have a God who went through suffering on the cross and through rejection and loneliness and feeling abandoned by his very disciples. And then he showed us that death is not the end. He showed us by going through death and then rising from the dead that there is life everlasting. He walked with us through that valley of the shadow of death. That valley of the shadow of death that the psalm talks about, that we all know, Psalm 23. He came down to walk with us through those valley times. So I do believe it's normal to fear, it's normal to doubt, it's normal to worry, it's normal to question. But know that you have a God who is with you through all of that. A God who did not skip over that, but walked with us through all of that. And I encourage you again, seek God. Go to him, orient your life toward him. Wait in expectation for how he will speak to you as you question. And I pray that God would give you hope, that God would give you peace in the waiting. Amen.